My good people of South Africa, what is happening to you? This is not the South Africa of Nelson Mandela. Why are you becoming so bitter, filled with hatred and agony towards your fellow Africans? Why don't you want your fellow Africans to live among you in your country? You have your reasons why you don't want Nigerians to be in your country. I don't blame you for your reasons. Of course, your reasons are rational, reasonable, and authentic. Yes, illegal activities should not be tolerated from any African living in South Africa. But there are ways to go about it. Just because one Nigerian or few Nigerians committed crimes and exhibited illicit behavior and activities in your country does not mean you must involve all the Nigerians living in South Africa. There are still good Nigerians living in South Africa. There are still good foreigners living in South Africa. For the sins and crimes of one Nigerian, you have declared that you don't want to see any Nigerian in your country. For the sins and crimes of few Nigerians, you have destroyed and damaged the properties and investments of all Nigerians in South Africa. This is not fair. This is not the South Africa Nelson Mandela fought for. At least, no matter how angry and bitter you are, always remember there was a time in history Nigerians came and helped you all. There was a time in history the Nigerian government supported your nationalism with stupendous amount of money and also fought against colonialism and the dangerous, barbaric, satanic apartheid policy in South Africa. But today you are bitter towards Nigerians just because of the sins of one Nigerian or few Nigerians. If a South African, for instance, committed a terrible crime in Germany, will you be happy if the German people demands that all South Africans should leave Germany? Will you be happy if all the properties and investments of South Africans living in Germany are totally destroyed and damaged because of the sins of one South African or few South Africans, as you are doing to Nigerians living in South Africa today? I know few Nigerians are committing illegal activities that is very detrimental to the good people of South Africa. But at least follow the constitutionally recognized way to deal with those involved in such nefarious crimes, instead of involving the innocent Nigerians living in South Africa and peacefully abiding to the laws of South Africa. We know that some South Africans are angry because some Nigerians are progressing and making it big in South Africa. It is natural where an indigene gets upset when a non-indigene is progressing in their country. But in this case, we are all one Africans. We have one African ancestor. Instead of getting bitter and angry for the progress of your fellow African in your country, why don't you work hard? Why are you also not productive and industrious? We have one great civilization starting from Kemet, which is the ancient name for Egypt, which means the land of the blacks. Stop the xenophobia and bitterness towards your fellow African brothers and sisters residing in South Africa. We also have South Africans in other places around the world. We have South African businesses in Nigeria and other places in the world. We have South African citizens living in Nigeria. How will you feel if we treat your people the same way you are treating Nigerians in South Africa? Instead of fighting against your fellow Africans living in South Africa, you better re-energize your strength towards those invaders trying to take your land from you. This is misplaced priority. I won't be surprised if your land is finally taken over by the invaders living in South Africa. That is the most imperative and significant problem in South Africa you should face, instead of fighting against your fellow Africans from other African countries living in South Africa. South Africans, are you aware that If tomorrow your land is finally taken over by the invaders, you will have nowhere to go to because of how you have treated your fellow Africans living in South Africa. The invaders are laughing at you. They are making caricature of you as we are fighting ourselves. As you are fighting your fellow African brothers and sisters living in South Africa, they are mocking you. They want us to fight and hate each other. This is a distraction while they are planning quietly and secretly on how to take South Africa from you. I love all South Africans. We are one, brothers and sisters. No one is perfect. We need you and you also need us. Let us come together in unity and destroy the hands of imperialism and neocolonialism that is keeping us distracted, divided, and brainwashed. I am Ebenezer Heru, and I am a Nigerian. And no matter what, I will always love all the people of South Africa. I will always believe there are good people in South Africa. I will always believe there are good Nigerians in South Africa. I think at this junction, I want to implore you to buy some deep African historical books that will help reshape your attitude and bring about the unity of the black race. These books are all in PDF soft copy. If you want to buy, my inbox is open. Send your messages indicating in them that you want to buy your own copy. We have 1, The Untold History of the Black Race and the Fall of African Civilization. 2, The Destruction of Black Civilization. 3, The Books of Enoch. 4, Stolen Legacy. 5, General History of Africa. 6, The African Origin of Electromagnetism, particularly electricity. 7, The Egyptian Book of the Dead and the Papyrus of Ani. This is the first holy book in the world, before the Bible and before the Quran. And we have many more that will shape your mind and bring about the unity of the black race. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel today for free at Ebenezer Heru, where you will learn so much about our untold African history that has been untold for too long. I say,